going to pack up the 3D printer and send it back.
Oh, why?
Because it smells horrible, it ruins my garage, and it doesn't work half the time. So we're going to get a different 3D printer. The pickup artist reminded me because we're going to make medallions.
All right. Well, that 3D printer needs to stop being a batch.
The 3D printer?
Sometimes it's good to lose your mind.
Yeah.
And just film it.
Some of this will be usable.
Some of it.
Probably. I don't know. Who gives a shit? I wish there was more Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm ready to give you guys a good pod.
Why do you like Guardians of the Galaxy so much?
Because Star-Lord was taken from his family and basically stopped developing at 11 years old. I identify with that for some reason. And I also have a pet that makes machine guns and murders people. So,
yeah.
like, a raccoon is, like, really relatable and stuff like that. So,
yeah, that's a good point.
you didn't think about that. Well, there's a lot of stuff you don't think about because you're busy making...
You said you were fun and you were spontaneous.
You're not fun!
That LoLCow live stuff, when we were eating lunch today, I did mention that I have been watching it again.
Uh-huh.
And I've been doing yard work, and I hate doing yard work. I'm just not into it. And other men in my life have been like, it's so peaceful and you get to like relax.
What?
And I'm like, what?
I've never had that experience doing yard work. It's always been a horrible chore that I'd rather not do.
Yeah, and I had to do it with my mom. I mean, I grew up with my mom and my sister, so no one else. And my sister claimed to have allergies, which I'm sure she actually does.
I thought you have allergies.
Now I have them, but when I was
Yeah,
younger,
because you had to do all the yard work.
Yep. So I didn't like doing it, and I did it, and I had to do a good job because I didn't want to disappoint my mom, and she was trying really hard in life. So
what's that got to do with anything? Oh, my mom tried really hard to raise me and my sister. No, that's awesome.
Can I finish my story? This is what happens. Like
Chris has got story. Go ahead. I give you my permission.
Oh, that's good. I was like, look, I listen to music, but I can't really hear it too well when you're chopping and doing all that. So I was like, well, what can I focus on that I can kind of hear better, that I can blast in my ears, that isn't too bad as like music. And so I was like, oh, what podcasts are out there? I don't like any podcasts right now. And but then that LoLCow thing we watched, I started watching more of it. Just the podcast.
And it works just listening to it?
It's like this. Are you guys missing anything if you're seeing us or not?
Looking at me is really important, and I have all the decorations, and I steamed this shirt before I put it on.
Did you really?
Yeah.
You really steamed that shirt?
I did. I have a steamer next to all my shirts. Are you suggesting that the shirt on camera wouldn't look different if it was like...
Oh my God.
That guy steamed his shirt too.
That guy, yeah, you can, well, if you're watching it, you can see why he steams his shirt.
Because he's beautiful and muscular?
Yeah, he's a pretty man.
Dude, he's got bod. Like,
he's got a real body.
Chris and I are not,
I hide behind the
that way.
videos.
Well, we're not into dudes, but we're also not beautiful. Don't have beautiful muscular bodies.
I can appreciate the male.
I appreciate a lot of things about males. But like, I don't build cars, but I know a good car when I see it, like a Ferrari. Okay, that's a good car. You can just look at it and be like, well, it's
beautiful.
It's probably good, right? Anyone that looks that good, their personality suffers.
You hope. You personally hope that's true.
I've never met anyone that looked that good that had a good personality.
I've met a few people that look really good and are actually very nice people. Makes me feel very inferior.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See, I hate them more than bad people.
I know you do.
Bad people, I mean, are at least like ugly and, all that. But if you're beautiful and nice, it's awful.
For you.
Yes. I had to develop a personality because I don't look as good as that. And I certainly don't act nice. I'm not mean, but I'm not like nice.
That's a good, all right.
Right?
So anyway, I was doing yard work and listened to LoLCow Live. And I was shocked at how entertained I was.
Really?
it's like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, where they're all scumbags, but in real life, and they all care about money. So they'll lie to each other, they'll lie to you, they'll lie to themselves, and it works because they're all scummy. Mm-hmm. So I don't have to feel bad for anyone.
Right.
You know, there's been some recent developments where one guy some other stuff. So when I'm doing yard work, it's the funniest. I have a giant grin on my face when one guy calls the other guy's wife a bitch. Not a bitch. A bitch.
Yeah, you shouldn't do that.
No. And then the other guy's like, what do you want me to do about it? I mean, he calls people bitches. You know? Like,
what?
Oh. And then I told Kyle this. Every time there's a super chat with the text to speech, no matter what they're doing, no matter how serious or how, don't you ever call my wife,
then the super chat
back
goes
to
out.
the sofa, just spent $19.99 to say, you guys are horrible. I love it. Go die.
Right.
And then they keep arguing with each other. So anyway,
that's how fake the argument is, because if I was really heated, I'd be like, fuck the super chat.
Yeah. And they completely all shut down instantly, play the game, then go back to what they were phony about.
It's so funny.
I'm a little concerned that I'm entertained by it, and I will bring it up in therapy.
Yeah. There's definitely something wrong with you. TV shows, they're made up and fake, and that's art that people like Guardians of the Galaxy, for
We want to keep talking about that.
example.
I never watched part 2 or 3.
So it's just part 3 is better than part 2. You like music?
I don't love music. I like it, but I don't love music.
Oh, I love it. I have a lot of music that I buy. I have music that I play. I have music that I make on the computer with the buttons. You see me do that?
You sure do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you sent me that Dropbox of your.
I didn't send it.
So let me tell you,
It was open on the computer.
So you messaged me out of the blue. You're like, hey, can I get these files? I'm just finished. I noticed there was a DB problem with my tracks for the album that I want to do.
Finally figured out the mastering problem that I've been anguishing over.
Can you, fix it in the program, because I have all the music videos and stuff. I did the music videos from. Or can you replace? Or can you give me all of those things so I can do it myself? Can you do work for me? And I said, yeah, just not right now. I'm busy with my kid and doing the lawn, and I got to help other people.
Yeah, and then I forgot.
And then I thought, he's like, yeah, I'll upload it to I'll upload it to Dropbox, and just do it when you have time. And part of me was like, oh man, don't forget, because it's really important to me. I know I got a lot going on in life, but and this didn't even upload it.
I can't remember something I was supposed to do 10 minutes ago. I just bought a whiteboard for my office so that I can at least write down ideas I have and go back and actually do them. And that's one of the things that would be on the whiteboard. Yeah. It hasn't come yet.
Yeah.
The whiteboard hasn't come. And I have a message app.
Can't use a piece of paper.
I have a piece of paper right here.
Yeah, it's tough. It's hard.
It's right here.
It's hard life.
And the pen, what did I do with the pen?
You don't have the pen.
No, I had a pen. The pen's over there. See, they're not together now.
I've been realizing that it's a really nice, freeing thing that you and I can do something like this and have fun. And then we're not big enough for haters yet. We get a few haters here and there.
We shouldn't be big enough for haters.
We shouldn't ever be big enough for haters. But the idea is oh hey, do what I say, or
yeah. Someone took 10 minutes to compose a comment to us.
Yeah.
To make sure that we change to the way they want.
And it's your subscribers are going down.
No, they're not.
Or your profit is going down.
No, it's not.
And it's not only do you not understand any of this, which is nice, it's freeing.
Right,
because we get to see from the outside in of what
we don't have to go, oh no,
what the rest of YouTubers do.
Right.
Is oh, this is my job, this is my career, and I need more money, and I need more subscribers. And dude, we didn't plan to be 100 subscribers was insane to us.
Yeah, we made it it was a big part of the video. We were like, okay, guys, we're at 100.
We couldn't get friends and family to subscribe as a joke. They didn't want that garbage cluttering their lives.
Don't fuck up my algorithm, okay? I taught my son how to do that, and then he instantly did that to my Netflix thing. He started liking all these kids shows, like the Freddy the Fireman or whatever.
It is free.
For a second, I felt like you were bragging. Like for a second, I thought you were doing a Kyle. Like, some people have to work really hard at being a YouTuber, and it's really hard for them to get to 10,000. And Back to the Sofa is just like, we don't do anything.
No.
We never try, and we're super successful.
No, the opposite.
Right.
This is all stupid. And the effort we put into this was really just for us. Yeah, I don't know if people believe that.
This is a game that we're playing together.
It's very stupid.
It's like a little hobby. Like,
how do we out-stupid each other?
It's no different than us going out and playing golf, but the way we would play golf is like to see how many beers we can drink and still like be okay by the 18th hole or whatever. Like some like weird version of it, or like build Lego. Like there's this one Lego channel I follow, and every set that he buys, he makes a Millennium Falcon out of it. Ugh. And like, right. So take something that other people have, and then, but to only do it our way.
Yeah. And
it's working.
It's freeing. It's nice. We just did a cat video. I'm not sure when I'm gonna edit that, but we did
I don't think that's coming out.
I'm putting that together. I'm making a video of. We joked about why don't we just make a cat video and see how many views we get.
We barely tried at all.
Yep. So, but I find that hilarious.
And it was unfocused. Like we were trying to be assholes about it, and then I kept laughing because the cat videos were actually. Like they're cute. It doesn't even make any sense.
No, it's hard. And you can't be a hard ass all the time with cat videos. But so that's cool. And we get insight because it's like other YouTubers and stuff. Like we're not YouTubers, but like YouTubers.
No, I have a real job. This is what I'm doing for fun.
Yeah, this is us having fun right now. This is like, yeah.
Oh, but, are we good at having fun then?
No.
I don't think so.
So others have to be like, oh no, I didn't mean to. I'm gonna make an apology video. And what video do you want? I'm gonna give it to you. No matter, I'm gonna be dead inside. Let me just keep making.
As a matter of fact, this is our apology video. This is our apology. Whatever I ever did to offend you or make you sad, I'm sorry, and I hope that you're happy.
This is to both you guys and Kyle. I'm sorry you feel how you feel. But get over it.
I'm not even sorry that I made you feel that way, actually. I'm sorry that I apologized. That's the real apology.
Put a doo-doo cat foot in your mouth.
Put a doo-doo cat foot in your mouth. Here's the thing. I'm letting you watch this, okay? I worked hard to allow you to be here. This is part of my house that I set up for this.
He did.
Sure, I can watch TV on the surround sound and everything,
yeah,
but
beautiful. These are magnets, I think.
Are they like advanced electrostatic speakers?
Yeah. You mentioned, you said that I'm kind of a voyeur.
Well, a little bit, because there's a couple of different things that you brought up that you watched that's like a window into someone else's culture, like what they're up to.
Yeah.
But then it expanded to the culture and everything like that. And my example was like watching a lot of black comedy and getting like knowing about the hair when we watched a video and like the lady had a wig. I'm like, nope, that's her hair. She owns it. It's her hair. That's all you have to say about it. You don't bring it up and like talk and grab it or anything like the fucking lady did. Or like a cookout. I've never been to a cookout, but there's all kinds of rules.
Yeah.
And if you bring a certain type of dish, it has to be a certain way. And like if you did it the white way, they'd kick you out. And there's a lot of rules.
Yeah.
Potato salad, is that what it is?
I don't remember. I don't know.
People don't season their food correctly, and I'm like, what? I guess I don't know what that seasoning is. Where do you buy it? I'll put it in.
But that's fascinating. It's interesting to learn these things. Hey Kyle, what's making you smile this week? What makes you smile?
Oh, music about the devil, Slayer. And I used to think Slayer was really edgy and like be like, oh yeah, look at the blood and the pentagram and everything. And then you like look at a Slayer video on YouTube, and then it's like behind the scenes, and like they're all grandfathers, and like there's this article on BuzzFeed or whatever. It's like Slayer's granddaughter reacts to the new Slayer song, and she's like, "Hey, I love this. This music has bought my family a lot of stuff, and I can afford a house, and because Grandpa plays devil music. It's really great.
This is not where I thought that question would go.
I also like nerd-ish, right?
You're nothing but, dude. The car thing is the outlier.
It actually is, because guys are more like macho or manly or just male culture-y in there. And I'm not any of those things, right? I'm the one with the pink Adventure Time shirt that I'll wear to drive around in my it's like souped up Camaro. I don't know how to life very well. I just do the best I can. When I turned like 45, I stopped worrying about what other people thought.
45?
Yeah. Like at work, I try to look normal. I wear like the shirt of the place and look like, like a regular guy, because if I'm weird, they can be like, well, he looks normal. Maybe that's just a weird thing he said. Shirt and the shoes. You don't even have to push the button. It's like, I put on Slayer shoes. I had another matching outfit on when Chris came over with the Marvel shirt, and I had Marvel Spider-Man shoes on. Oh. And I was like, I don't want to wear that for the videos today. I want to wear this other thing.
Weird.
Nobody else does that.
No.
The other day, I had a pile of like 4 shoes, and it was just a pile of shoes from that day.
So what else can we talk about on this podcast?
What makes me smile? I like...
I'll answer it, actually. I think
Chris.
You've had a long...
Hey, Chris.
Yes.
What makes you smile this
Silence. I've been enjoying naps a lot more. I don't know. I'm 42. And I never used to nap, and I never liked it. I still don't like waking up all groggy, and it feels like you're waking up out of the Matrix.
I don't like that part.
But if you can get past that, it actually is quite refreshing. And I don't care what anyone thinks. It feels great. Tony the Tiger, great. So that's something that I enjoy. And I play a game called Team Fortress 2. I'm officially old man status, where TF2, where I play an old game from like 20 years ago that no one else really plays.
That too.
And that's all I play. I don't play any new games. Not because I'm not good at them. I can be good at them, like Call of Duty and stuff. They're all insanely repetitive. The button control layouts, the gameplay, the tutorials, the bosses.
Every game is a shooter.
Well, everything's turned into whatever. It's all the same. So nothing is challenging, because it's just like film nowadays.
There's only like 3 or 4 game genres anymore.
Yeah.
There's driving, there's first-person shooter, there's third-person shooter, and then there's the strategy ones where you like click and then they go over there and do something. And you click and they go like.
Yeah. So
People don't even try new games anymore.
Yeah, I've tried new stuff and I just don't like them. I mean,
they don't make new games.
Oh, you mean develop them and create them?
They don't, like platformers. They don't do that anymore. Indie people that sell 100 copies of their game.
Yeah.
That's like, oh yeah. Well, people make spacey trumpet jazz, and it's like, well, yeah, one guy, me, right? There's too much reverb on every instrument, and I do it like that on purpose because it makes me feel floaty. And other people just thinks it sounds muddy, and like, I don't give a shit what you think. This is my album.
Well, another thing that usually makes me happy is skating, and I did put on my skates last week.
You did?
I did, and I skated around my neighborhood for like 5 minutes, and my calves were on fire.
It killed you.
I used to skate for 2 hours every couple days just for fun, just to put music on and relax. And now I'm still sore from that, and I feel very weak and old.
As a trumpet player, you have to practice all the time.
Right.
And if you don't, your muscles get tired. There's 42 muscles that you use as a trumpet player. It's all your smile muscles. They say it only takes 42 muscles to frown and 3 muscles to smile. That's not true. It's
bullshit.
It's all the muscles all the time for everything.
Just like getting mad about that.
So if I don't play for a long time and then I go back to it, I get really tired really quickly. And then you can't play. So you have to keep your endurance up all the time or you can't do it. And it's like, it's a fun thing that I like to do, but I just don't get to it that often.
Yeah, I'm gonna try just because it's something I do kind of want to take better care of myself and that kind of thing. But then I like naps too.
I was doing a lot of naps for a while because I can get away with it. And it's fantastic.
It's amazing. I mean, if I was
just drink water when you wake up. It helps you wake up a little bit.
That would
better.
probably be the better thing to do.
Right.
Like if I was a multimillionaire, I would still nap in the afternoon.
Oh hell yeah!
I would still nap. No reason. No, I wouldn't feel bad. Deep thoughts. That's what you guys really come here for, and to stare at our faces.
Yeah, talking to me isn't that easy.
It's not.
I went on a date with my wife last night, and she was like, "You were talking about something, and now you're talking about something else. Do you remember what the other thing was?" And I was like, I don't remember.
What did she say when you pulled out the recorder and just played "My Heart Will Go On"?
You don't think that's ever happened to her?
You think I'm joking?
That's my love language.
Playing "My Heart Will Go On" on a recorder. Oh, Kyle's happy.
Well, Kyle likes you.
You know, I was thinking that we should try watching more of that Star Trek show. That we.
Well, now that we have a bigger audience.
Yeah, really punish them. You know, just watch this. Damn it.
Well, I could play the flute and the stylophone the whole time while we're trying to watch it.
Yeah, so, you know, it's a bold direction, but I think.
Yeah, leave a comment if you want that. I don't know.
We're going to turn into fish tank or fish bowl, whatever that shit is
Fish bowl, I know. But I do want to get one of those Google phone numbers.
That would be cool.
People could just call in, and then we could turn off the phone call whenever we want.
Yeah, just cut them off.
Yeah.
Right away. Just like, hi, Chris is great.
Yeah, exactly.
Or Kyle, enough with the great. Yeah, you gotta really, got to be fast though.
Yeah, call us up and tell us what makes you happy. Click.
Any more embarrassing celebrity stories? There's one that I have. I don't have a lot, so this is not going to be a reoccurring thing.
Okay, give me an example, and then I'll try one.
So, in my world, I did a lot of like MMA video stuff. Not a lot, but enough, and like sports stuff.
Right.
And one time, I don't know, I was filming locker room stuff for Bellator, who came to our area, and they were bought out by UFC, but they were not really competition with UFC. They were just a smaller company.
They were another fighting
MMA organization. So Big John McCarthy was and I think still is one of the best referees in MMA ever. He started UFC 1. That, and he created most of the rules.
How are you good at refereeing?
No one had ever refereed MMA before. So he understood the jiu-jitsu, he understood wrestling, he understood striking, when people in the US only really knew boxing.
Right.
So when you take them to the ground, they didn't understand that you were going to twist their arm off of their limb and destroy their arm
forever.
Right. And he goes, wait a minute, that's a Kimura. He's gonna tap, or you should do this to tap,
right?
And then you won't have your arm destroyed forever,
right?
So he just had the knowledge, and he was a police officer, and he had anyway. He came in at the right time, and he was aficionado of MMA. Long story short, 30 years later or more, he's in the locker room, and the refs usually give the rules out to the fighters beforehand.
Right.
And so I was there. You don't film that part, but I was there getting ready for the warm-ups of the first prelims. And there was downtime. And normally as a shooter, I don't, I'll just sit there and who cares. But he was sitting there, I was sitting there, I go, hey man, just a heads up, I remember watching UFC 1. My dad got the VHS tape. We didn't watch it live, but I watched it with him and his friend, and it was amazing. And I remember you, and I've been following you ever since, and really respect what you've done for the sport and how amazing you are as a referee. Save a lot of people punishment, etc.
Right.
And then I ended it with something like, when I was a kid, I was really into you when I was a kid. Or some shit like that. And he looked at me, and he's a nice guy, and there's nothing.
Right.
We're just chilling.
Okay.
He looked at me like, okay, asshole. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what am I, so old?
You're kind of a twerp.
Yeah. And
he looked at me, he looked at you like, so you're saying when you were a kid, so now I'm some old guy.
Yeah.
Because...
And that wasn't my intent. And then he had to go work, and then I pretended that didn't happen and never told anyone until now.
Okay, I have one like that.
He was like a hero-ish to me, and I made sure to make him feel old.
Yeah. I was setting up the mics and the sound equipment for this guy playing a show at this venue that I was kind of part of. And I think his name was Steve Smith, correct me if I'm wrong. He was the original drummer of Journey. And so we're setting up, and there he is. And I had just seen Journey a few years before, and I was like, "Oh man, I saw you in this year, and it was great." And that new vocalist, he's doing a great job. And he goes, "I quit Journey in 1983."
I feel much better about my story.
Right. And I said, "Oh," and so that wasn't you. And he goes, "No." And I quit, and he like gave me this like good reason why he quit, and he like hated all that. And the music he was playing now was like this progressive, like Indian music and jazz fusion that was like really avant-garde, and has a small audience. It's like certainly not the kind of audience that Journey has.
Right.
So things aren't going as good as they were in 1983 when you're in Journey, or you quit right before the biggest song of all time comes out.
Too bad you didn't say like, "You're irreplaceable."
I know.
You were the best ever.
But he just looked at me like, "I quit Journey in 1983. That wasn't me." And I was like, "Ugh."
Yeah, that's closer to what I felt when I.
Right. Yeah.
I'm like, well.
So, exactly.
So when our fans come up to us and they say like, "Hey, I've been watching you ever since the pandemic," I say, "We haven't been filming that long,
right?
And if we have, I don't remember."
I don't remember.
And how do you even how did you recognize me? And put a dirty cat paw in your mouth.
Put a doodoo foot in your mouth.
All right, I think we're done here.
Kitty cat doodoo foot on your mouth. Kitty cat doodoo foot on your mouth.
Kitty cat
doodoo foot in your mouth. Mouth.
Right, that'll be the name of the episode.
Kitty cat doodoo foot on your mouth.
Chris and Kyle having a chat, eating snacks, just kicking back. No wild drama, no washed up stars, just two dudes talking so far.